Hello, welcome to my celebration of my brand launch, Empowered Aging with Carol. I am so excited. I think I'm live and I am coming to you in my workout clothes. I greet every day in a workout outfit and I want to get you going. I want to help you. And so today I'm going to talk about why am I even qualified to share this with you? Why am I launching a new brand, Empowered Aging? And I have a new product I'm revealing today. Some of you may have already gotten an email from me. I hope so. Please go sign up to be on my newsletter list at myempoweredaging.com because that is where all the learning is going to take place on my blog, on the website, and that is crucial for you to really get the benefit of this new brand. You really want to be on the newsletter listed. So you can sign up for that at myempoweredaging.com. So today we are launching, the blog is live, the website's up there, we have a store. I'd really encourage you to read my about, my story, because I'm going to give you a little bit, but you can read more about it there. The bottom line of my story is, and I've recently learned this, that postmenopausal women have the most potential for rapid aging than any other category of an aging individual. And I was in that category. Let's show the picture of my face before and after when I'm about 55, 6 in this photo. And you can see the stress on my face. You can see how much volume I've lost, a lot of elasticity gone in my skin. And I hit some really tough health challenges that took me out. I really was aging rapidly. So let's show that photo of me in the scooter. And I wasn't happy about that. I'm like, no, this isn't what I want. I saw my father decline over the years, die with tremendous amount of pain. I was dealing with developing conditions that he was facing throughout his aging years that never healed. And I just knew there was another way. I believed in the power of my body. I believed in the power of God's grace. As a active Christian, I believed in the atonement. So I knew there was potential for me to change things around. And this is the after me mountain bike racing that I've done now, my third season. I've done it for a little over 2 years, that I've come back. I've had to work hard. And it makes me a little bit emotional because we can take that photo off. I can't count the days I woke up in tremendous chronic pain. I have so much empathy for all of you that are dealing with chronic pain. I was in chronic, debilitating pain for a solid 3 years, going to sleep with it, waking up with it. And it was to a point in my life where I knew I needed to get well or I needed to stop my career because I couldn't psychologically and emotionally handle it anymore. It was just requiring so much of me to muster up the willpower to show up every day and be as normal as possible while your body's literally in chronic pain from the waist down. And that scooter picture you saw me was when I was at a family reunion. That was about 2017, I think. And I couldn't walk any length. I couldn't stay on my feet. It was incredibly painful. And I had to rent that scooter just to get around the San Diego Zoo. And things started to dramatically turn around probably about 2018 when I started to get some really key answers. Now, fortunately, now, this isn't, let me qualify this. It's not fortunate that your husband has a massive stroke at age 55, but that had happened 12 years ago, and he was coming back from that. So we had already started to learn about longevity and the longevity sciences that were on the developing phases that were starting to get attention, and the authors that were writing about it, the doctors, the researchers. We had started about 15 years ago in the biohacking world with Dave Asprey's brand that kind of put that on the map. And that led us to the longevity segment within that world, in that genre, that we were now well into. We had put ourselves to a lot of new practices. We had started applying new strategies. But now I was in the at the really still at the forefront of my healing, I really committed at a high level. One of the first things I did, both for my mental health, because it was diving very quickly too. I've dealt with a lot of depression throughout my life, and it had become very, very chronic in the same period of time. And I got myself off sugar, and I kind of cold turkeyed it, and it wasn't easy, but I knew it was affecting my brain, and it was affecting the inflammation in my body. It was feeding inflammation. It's like pouring fuel on inflammation. And if you have pain, you have inflammation, 100%. If you have a condition that's been diagnosed, you have inflammation. Inflammation is the baseline of every poor health condition. Is a lot of your body's carrying way too much inflammation. So I knew sugar was a big culprit for that. And I got myself off sugar. What was interesting, I'd gone about 3 months really clean, and I decided to have a binge day, and I loaded up on the sugar. And let me tell you, the side effect of that the next day was so overwhelmingly just tragic for how I felt, my brain, the brain fog I had, my inability to think clearly, the lack of energy I had. It enrolled me at a higher level because I got to see the side effects of cleaning out the sugar in my body, getting my blood sugar regulated, and then just overloading myself with it. And I was in, and I've gone now 6 years with close to a no sugar diet. Rarely will you ever see me eat like sugary treats, baked goods, things like that. That's just I'm not even tempted anymore. And I 100% will claim that your taste buds change and it gets easy. It gets where you don't even want it. But besides that, that was just at the beginning. And that was the sort of what launched me into being very dedicated to learning about how this body, what it needed to age well. And now I'm strong. I have strength. I have a phenomenal cardio. I'm back. And I want to teach you, because when you look at the statistics, we're aging really, really poorly in this country. It's not going well. And it's gotten to the point where what they've classified as age-related diseases should somehow be considered as normal. They're not normal. They're not. They're not to be accepted. They're not to be just, oh, it's just what happens when you get old. We just are wrapping up the Empowered Aging online course, where we've been the last 3 weeks cleaning up all that kind of thinking, that you don't have a choice. You do have a choice. Some of you may have to work harder than others. I had to work very, very hard in getting healthy. I'm 66. It's taken a tremendous amount of dedication. Tremendous. There were so many days that I didn't think it would ever get better. The defeat I felt, the disappointment, the tiredness, not even the physical, like sleepy tiredness, just the tired of having to keep at this. And I learned in this recent round of this course that one of my deeper beliefs was staying healthy as you age is hard. I've cleared that. Staying healthy as you age is easy. That's my new mantra. Staying healthy as I age is easy. I'm aging well with a dedicated effort, with all that I do. I know what to do, and it works. It's lovely and it's easy. Now, easy doesn't remove the fact that this requires showing up and doing certain things. It's all about choices. So the saying I've come up with is, getting older is inevitable. How we age is a choice. Some of you may have to make more choices than others, depending on where you're at. What's your baseline right now? How you doing? And you find out real quick. And especially if you have conditions you're dealing with, it's already telling you it's not going well. It wasn't going well for me. So we've launched the Empowered Aging website at myempoweredaging.com. You're going to find there right now we're starting with 10 articles that we've posted that I've written. I write all the content for the blog, and every article has a weekly challenge at the bottom. We are launching into that next week. You will get your newsletter every Sunday. And at the bottom, there'll be a weekly challenge. Now, that's where the Facebook group comes into play. We've launched and we're so excited because so many of you are already asking to get membership there. You go, I'm not going to give you the link here. Go to my website and click on in the menu bar, Facebook group. You'll find it there. Facebook group. You're going to want to be a part of both the newsletter and the Facebook group. They're partnering. They're connected because in the articles, the bottom of each article has a weekly challenge that you're meant to be a participant. The whole community of the Facebook group is going through that weekly challenge together. So we want to support each other. It's easier when you have support. It's easier when other people are motivating you. They're good examples to you. Or maybe you need a little bump up and you need to get a little support. You know, we are not I guarantee you, if you're new to my groups, no ranting and we stay on topic. You take that, whatever. My healing center is for those of you that need the deep emotional work, that need emotion. Everybody needs emotional work. I mean, everybody does. That's such a great companion to this. So these two are going to be the experience, and plus my Instagram account at myempoweredaging.com, because that's where you're going to see me in action on a daily basis. And the content I share that I find that's other people's content that I think has great value. So it's kind of the triad of our experience newsletter. So you're reading the blog. And then that's the learning application. Now, to support you, I'm building a new product line, or I'm adding to my existing. I realized I already had an Empowered Aging product line. I've already launched a skincare line that's all about empowered aging. And I've also launched a collagen powder. Those have done beautiful. Women are loving those. If you've not yet dipped into that world, please invest in that for the health of your skin. Your skin is your biggest organ. It is a telltale sign of how well you're aging. I mean, should we look at that photo of me one more time of how well I was aging at about 55? Let's show that one more time. You can tell I've revived my skin. Yes, it's possible. And this is not aging is not absent. I got plenty of lines, you know, we're not trying to remove wrinkles. We're trying to have the vibrant, healthy skin, and age is going to show some lines, texture, wrinkles. But if you're aging rapidly in your skin, you're showing more damage than your age really is representative of. You can keep your skin healthy for a long time. We see these people, the centurions that look like, wow, they look great because they have healthy skin. Now, we are so excited. We are launching a new product today that I've worked on for, my team's worked on for several months. And I learned in my learning, I'll apply new things to my lifestyle and my longevity lifestyle. And I learned about a year ago how essential this particular supplement is on a daily basis. So I started, as I do, trying other products. And I wasn't real happy with them for various reasons, which I'll tell you in a moment. But I understood the value of this being the first thing I gave myself in the morning when I woke up. And so we are so excited to announce that we are launching our newest product, Empowered Electrolytes. Isn't that the cutest little bag? I did not go with sticks because I don't want more paper and litter. I'm the litter picker-upper. And this thing is jam-packed full. It's all the way to the top. It's got a tiny little scoop, and all you need is the one scoop. At least. Some of you may need to take a little more during the day, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Well, let's go ahead and show those images I have so you can see firsthand. Let's show the front of the packaging. I learned how important having the proper sodium, potassium, magnesium balance in our body is, about a year ago. And I started to look into other products. And what I learned very quickly is most of them are designed for high performance athletes, recovery drinks, and a lot of them have sugar in them. And I had started the practice of making this my first beverage in the morning uh, to get my electrolytes in my own system active again and to get my salt levels renewed. And we're mostly salt. I think a lot of you know that. Like our percent of salt is like super high. And we have to keep a proper balance between our sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And I didn't like a lot of the other options out there because I wanted something that targeted longevity and overall wellness, that was for the aging population and for people that weren't necessarily, doing hit workouts and really high level performance things. And they didn't necessarily need that much sodium as a recovery drink. So we started working with a great formulator that guided me, and we put a lot of back and forth into this to find the right balance of the ingredients. And then one thing I felt, let's flip this around. Let's show the backside that I felt was really key was cognitive decline is a big concern for a lot of people. I know it's a big piece in my own aging experience genetically. I come from a lot of people that have had a lot of mental health decline, not so much in the memory area, but more the mental health and the mood area with depression and obsessive compulsive disorder and a lot of that level, that kind of cognitive. So what I asked and what we worked on was adding an amino acid blend. And this is rare. We have something here you can't find. This is a electrolyte blend that's going to be especially valuable if you're 50 and up. If you're in your 40s, you should be taking this because that's the decade things make a lot of decisions are made in your body about how well you're aging, and you want to get ahead of it. But I've added a essential amino acid blend for your cognitive health, which is phenomenal. So every morning, I mix that. It's about an 8 to 12 ounce. If you like it a little more potent in that it has a little bit of a tiny aspect of a salty lemon lime quality to it. You should have seen us. We were testing these and passing it. Yeah, it was quite fun, our testing panel. And if you like it a little softer on the flavor, you add more water. If you want a little more potent, less water. But I like it with ice. Blends really well with ice because it's just so refreshing. This is my big drink in the morning. This is the first thing I take. And it's especially important if you're a caffeine drinker, that you're not hitting your system with caffeine first. That's not I'm off caffeine. I was allowing myself to have, pretty liberal with that. And I'm off because my nervous system just said, no, caffeine is not good for you. And so please, let me read the ingredient list. Citric acid, natural flavors, coconut water powder, stevia, monk fruit extract, and lecithin, which is kind of a preservative there, but it's so clean. That's it. This is on sale right now. I'm going to give 2 of these away, but you got to be here live. We're not going to follow up with you after. Let's just share something. What are you most excited about with this new brand? Share in a comment. I'm going to give away 2 of these right after we go off today. And this is going to help. Let's show the front. Why do you want electrolytes? What's important about electrolytes? Well, because it's just kind of takes care of the whole system. You want to give yourself an electrolyte supplement because your system's declining in its ability to produce these things on its own, especially with the what I think is, I don't know a ton of people that eat really, really clean. So especially when you have a compromised food intake and quality of food. It's important, especially when we have a fairly toxic, we go into a lot of toxic environments, that our bodies are more challenged. And so it helps with less achiness, more energy, less fogginess, muscle repair. I can't see the bottom with that up. If you can take that down. Muscle preservation, nutrient absorption, big one. I am peeing less. I drink a lot of water in the day, and I'm peeing less because I'm not just blowing that water through my system. It's getting absorbed. And it was when your electrolytes are off, your body can't absorb the hydration. That's a big reason. I wake up with a clear head now. It used to be really challenging to get out of bed. It took me, 15, 30 minutes to kind of get my senses, and that's gone. I work out hard, and I rarely am sore. So I hope you'll invest in this. We kept it quiet because we didn't want you going out and buying it at Costco. Please know, and this is sincerely from my heart, you as a customer keep us in business. You are the reason we can keep helping you. I'm not charging you for the Facebook group. All my content's free in this space. It's going to be your investment in our products that really makes this brand doable for us to thrive. So that means the world to us. Any product you buy, go buy a pair of earrings from me. If I've helped you in some way, please don't tell me in a comment thread you don't buy my stuff. So I'm like, well, that's kind of what we depend on, because we got to close up shop if you don't buy from us. We don't ever put up ads. We don't get money from anywhere else but our customers. And please join one of our membership sites. If you want to give back to me somehow, that is the key way. That keeps us going. And we're so excited to help you now in this space. And if you have any questions, throw them in there, especially about the electrolytes. Let me know. This is going to help you with all kinds of things. Let's say you have sugar cravings. Maybe half a scoop of this. Drink this. It'll help remove the sugar craving. It's going to help you recover faster. It's going to really help get your brain working right. Now, I've got these 10 articles that we launched with that I'm really excited about. So go find one that really gets your interest. Go to the blog today and just spend some time there and see what you learn. See what comes, it's like an aha you get. And I didn't realize that. There's a lot to learn. And then Sunday, we will email our first newsletter out. How do the amino acid in the electrolytes powder differ from the collagen powder? The collagen is it's a collagen peptide. The amino acids that are in this collagen powder are targeted for your brain health. Your brain needs a certain amino acid profile for it to be a healthy brain. The collagen peptides don't have the spectrum or the profile that these electrolytes do. And collagen is targeting your tissues and joints primarily. That's more for the bones, tissues, muscles, all of that quality, where this is they work together. In fact, let's give away one of these. And we are going to rebrand this. We got to sell out of our current stock, and this is going to become Empowered Collagen. That'll be the new brand, Empowered Collagen. And these are both daily staples for me. I take collagen powder every day. I take electrolytes every day. And this is really joint related. And the collagen is not amino acid related. Sure, there's some amino acids in the collagen, but it's not a profile that's targeting your brain. So they're really targeting two different things that your body really, really need when you're aging. Will there be other flavors in the future? That depends how much you buy. We're a small company. I can't, roll out with 5 flavors. So we picked the one we felt was the most palatable, and the one we across our tasting panel felt had the most appeal to everybody, and kind of that fresh quality in the morning, because I do recommend you start your day with it. So yeah, buy a lot. We'll be able to roll out more flavors, because really that's what it comes down to. Does collagen help with hair growth? I'm looking at this in the comment there. 100%. Yeah. It helps hair growth. It helps your skin get the elasticity that you get new volume in your skin. If you have knee problems, you don't have knee problems. You have a need for collagen. You have issues with joints and tissue there. I mean, you do have a knee problem, but you can't use, well, I have knee problems. There is an answer to that. This is what you want to become the student of this. So you start to educate and apply what you learn to turn this around. And so collagen's going to really target them. I started taking collagen because of my skin health primarily. It was so bad in that level of inflammation I had in my system with how much pain I was dealing with. Okay, so we've got 2 of these we're giving away, and the collagen powder. We're giving away one of these. Now, this is a much bigger bag. When this showed up, I'm like, oh, honey, I shrunk the electrolytes. I'm so used to this big bag. But this is a more compact powder with a much more condensed, the scoop in here is bigger. We've got another question. Can you take the collagen electrolytes together, or do they need to be taken separately? You can. This tends to blend better in a room temperature or warmer water. I put this in my protein smoothies. That's the other thing I take every day. And we've partnered with a really great protein company called Clean Simple Eats. If we have that, we can throw that up in the comment thread. Clean Simple Eats is a local company here, female founded, just, it's a gal like me out there, want to make a difference in the world. And I will put the collagen in with my protein shake. I'm trying to work on an alternative for green drinks. I am not a fan of green powders and green drinks. Let me tell you why. Let's just take a product. Okay, I'm going to mention 2 very, very popular products right now. You may take them. Liquid IV, which is sold at Costco, is one of the most popular electrolyte blends. I want you to, if you've got a bag of that, I want you to look on the back on the ingredients and notice how much sugar's in it and how many carbs. It's got sugar in it. And I don't want 7 grams of carbs and sugar to hit my system when I haven't eaten anything for at least 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to spike my blood sugar if I were to drink that particular formula, because the sugar is a lead ingredient. And I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, really? Why would you put that in there? For that reason, it's like not a eligible product for me. I don't want the sugars in my system is the first hit. It's not good for my gut health. It's going to jump up my blood sugar, but that's because they're selling it as a performance drink that you're going to go out and do some physical activity right there, and you need the carb and the sugar hit. So that's not our focus with this blend. And then the other product, because they've gone really big with their marketing, is the athletic greens, AG1. Because it's like it has everything in the cupboard. Well, don't get misled by that. When you buy products that are loaded, it's like, this is the only thing you need to take. You may not need 50% of that. You've got to prioritize what your body needs. And that's what you're going to learn, is how to work with your own body that's aging every day. You're going to learn how to listen to it and target what's priority. If you just hit your system with all of these different supplements and these ingredients, your body will not utilize a good portion of them, and it's a wasted investment, or it can wreak havoc in your gut. Because if you've got gut health concerns, You're going to be highly sensitive. In fact, some of you may have a bit of a detox with this. And that's okay. Maybe a little bit of a presenting headache, or peeing more often, or just feeling a little off in the gut. That's okay. That's a cleansing process. Now, if you're taking a product that has stacked with so many different ingredients, that can be problematic, especially as you're aging, because you're putting more demand on the body than helping it in a lot of ways. And so I'm really leery of things that have everything in it. And I'm like, well, my body probably doesn't need a good portion of that. And I'm going to just really be nice to my body, kind to it, gentle with it, and prioritize. This is why we started with this. Everyone will benefit. I've got a couple more products in the drawing board right now that we're working on. I think our next one's going to launch in November. This was a priority over it. So we're going to add to the product line with other products. That's a bigger desire I have than flavor additions, because we have so much capital to work with to then invest in, product, that we feel an opportunity to launch a couple more products. But this is the one that got the lead because of the universal benefit that this will have for people. Do you take collagen electrolytes with just water? A lot of people do. You can experiment. Again, the shaker bottle, you might have to use a little frother or blend it, because the collagen will it will tend to stay a little more compacted because it's collagen. It's like a, gelatin kind of a thing. So you'll have to experiment with that. I think you could probably put this. We've got some members of our team that are going to try this as a tea with a lemon, even a squeeze of lemon in it. You could certainly add the collagen to that. The collagen is flavorless. This is flavorless. So you can experiment with how you want to consume it. What's the easiest? But you can take them together. No problem. That is just fine. Okay. One more question here. Will the electrolytes help with weight loss? Well, yeah, if you're doing other things. They're not going to be the magic pill. And we're going to sponsor and support everyone going through the weight loss cure in January 2025. We do that pretty traditionally every year. And I'm also going to host in the Empowered Aging group, because I want to sometimes kind of double up on those and have a no sugar January while we're doing the Empowered Aging course. So it's they are two different Facebook groups, but I find I jump between them all the time. So you got to hit the emotional stuff and really, really clean up the emotional baggage that's causing the weight baggage. And then you have to really incorporate a healthy eating plan, whole food based, 80% clean. You got to get off anything packet. Do you open a package, a jar, a container of some kind on a daily basis and consume what's in it? You really need to ask yourself that. If you follow me on Instagram, I post what I eat there frequently. And you can see that it's rarely out of a package. It's all whole foods based. And I do eat meat. I'm going to write an article in the near future on what I learned from being vegan for 8 months. And you got to do what's right for you. You do what's right for you, not because you think you should. It wasn't for me. I need animal protein, 100%. So yeah, if you're doing all the other stuff, certainly it's going to help you get your body better regulated. Do the electrolytes have any carbs? 15 calories. No, they do not. I don't even have a carb listing on here. Nope. Because there's no sugar in them. Stevia, there's been some studies done about stevia where it can cause issues with hormones. Well, that's if you're downing half a cup of stevia every day. The amount of stevia I have in this with monk fruit blend, it's a blend, is so minimal. There's no concern for any of that. You know, you've got to be like baking with stevia. You've got to be like just really, a lot of the studies will, the level of consumption they have their participants involved in are beyond what's normal to see what side effects it has when it's consumed in unreasonable amounts. But it doesn't mean the average person's going to ever consume that. So you just have to be aware of that when you've got to make sure you know what was the consumption with certain research. We've got a winner for our electrolytes. Beth Brady and Charisse Allred, you've each won an electrolyte. And Carolyn Johnson, you've won a collagen powder. And while we're at it, let's give our number one product away. Let's give away an anti-aging body lotion. This is one of a kind. You can buy this on my website too. It is so great. It exceeded my hope and expectations. When I came to my team and said, I really want to do an anti-aging body lotion, I'm seeing crepey skin on my forearms. There's got to be solutions for that are healthy and supportive. And this is what we came out with. And it's very popular. So I hope you're investing in that to help the health of your skin. We have got, let me look through. Any more questions? Body lotion winner, Molly Rudd, you've just won the body lotion. Well, okay, then we got to give away something else. Ladies, your neck show your age. I'll see women that have done quite a bit to their faces, whether it's been cosmetic surgery or they've had, they've been overcommitted to their Botox routine and our necks. That shows our age. So this is a lovely cream. We'll give away one of these, neck restoring cream. This has got some retinoids in it, neck and chest, in this area too, the décolleté. And I don't always feel like doing it at night, but I do it anyway. I make sure I use that product. It's great. There's very few of those on the market as well that really work, that are affordable. So get yourself a jar of that if you're seeing aging issues in your neck. I've got new content coming out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the Facebook group. Let's just talk about that briefly before we wrap it up here. The Facebook group will be that community support. And I've been filming, and my husband, 5-minute movement videos. Mine are going to be oriented to stretching, small weight strength training, flexibility and core and balance exercises. And my husband will be focused on Qigong. He's practiced Qigong for about 10 years now. And we give all the credit to the instructor. If this is something you fall in love with, we'll direct you to the instructor he's learned from, Lee Holden, who is just phenomenal. But he wants to at least give you the benefit of practicing it even 5 minutes a week. And if you want to go further, we'll connect you there. And then my videos will get you motivated to get up and do it. I mean, there's at least 2 to 3 days a week that I'm really not wanting to work out. Like, I don't feel like doing it. One of the things that solves that for me is I commit to classes and I have to be somewhere. And if I don't show up, I lose, and it costs me money. And that really helps me. If I'm left to my own devices, I get pretty lazy about the whole thing, and that's the same thing with the mountain bike riding. I commit to races and I have to be prepared for them. And so that makes me train. That makes me get out there on my bike and train and have a regimen. I put my workout clothes on the floor. I put them out every night so that they're there in the morning. I don't always feel like doing it, but that's not why I do it. I don't do it because I feel like doing it. I do it because I know every time I do it, after I do it, I will be so glad I did it. And I do it for all the benefits it gives me. I do it so I can go jump off rocks into the ocean with my teenage grandsons. I do it so I can pick them up and run around. My motives are not because, oh, I love this. I enjoy it. There's a lot of days I love it. There's a lot of days I don't. That's not why I do it. And being a part of the community is going to help you commit for other reasons, because you're going to start experiencing the benefits of the choices you're making that are allowing you to get healthier and to even reverse aging. I have legitimately reversed my metabolic age. My metabolic age is, what's the age of this system? It is younger than my chronological age now. I probably metabolically, I come in at about age 55, 11 years younger than I am. I do a body scan thing. It's like a DEXA scan. It's called In Body. You stand on it. It measures your muscle mass, your body fat percent. My body fat percent, anybody want to guess? I'll let you guess. If anybody gets it right, I'm going to give you the wrinkle recovery serum, because you need, every woman 50 and up should be using a retinoid. Your skin cells have gotten lazy, and the retinoids in this are going to kick your skin cells into action. Someone said 25%. Nope. 12. No, that wouldn't be healthy. 12% for a woman. 5% would be very unhealthy for a woman. You have a lot to learn about body fat. 21. Ding, 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 ding. 21. Betty Obering got it. That's low. In fact, I'm going to ask, let's do this real quick. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, and then we'll wrap this up so you can get over and start reading these articles. ChatGPT, okay. What is a healthy body fat percent for a 66-year-old woman? Ha! What do you guys think? What do you think that ChatGPT is telling me? A healthy body fat percentage for a 66-year-old woman typically falls within the range of 25 to 35%. This range accounts for age-related changes in body composition, including natural increase in fat mass and a decrease in muscle mass as people age. So I'm above average at 21, which is a good thing because I have more lean muscle mass, and my lean muscle mass will support you and be able to get off the floor and stay strong and fall off a mountain bike and not break a hip, because I'm strong. I have a strong body, and I've worked on getting that body fat percent down and getting lean, and it's working. And I want to help you get there. My motto, little by little by little. It's taken me over 10 years to do this, little by little. But if you don't start now, you may never start, because things will get ahead of you. I read a quote recently. It's better to be the oldest person in the gym than the youngest person in the rest home, in the care center. I'm like, yes, that's the idea here. And I'm so excited to see what you do, to see what you learn, how you apply it. I've got an article right now. Protein is essential. Women are under protein by massive amounts, and you need to know how to calculate your protein. So I have a new article that's available right now to read on protein. And I give you the formula on how to calculate your protein needs. Based on this formula, I need at least 110 grams of protein a day. I can't eat 3 ribeye steaks a day. I can usually only eat 4 to 6 ounces of meat. Eggs are my superfood. I eat eggs almost every day. They're a superfood for me. They're not high protein, but they're a protein food. I have to supplement. And that's why I knew I needed to get in a partner with somebody that I really liked their protein product. That's when we chose Clean Simple Eats. And you get 10% off their product with code Carol. Well, if there's not any more questions, you can tell I'm excited. We're going to start the movement videos with me on September 2nd. We want to get the Facebook group populated first. My husband's first Qigong video will come out on Wednesdays, and then another movement video for me on a Friday. So 3 times a week. Those will all be cataloged in the Facebook group. So as that library grows, you'll be able to access those at any time. And do them every day if you'd like. I hope to get you started in a more dedicated cardio committed fitness program, and even a little bit more with strength training. I'm just going to keep you going and get you doing more, because you want to hit those boxes of strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Number one thing women can be doing to age well, strength training when it comes to a fitness choice. Not yoga, not even cardio. Cardio is a close second, but definitely strength training is the leader in that. See, these are all the things you're going to continue to learn. And rather than, we accept men into the Facebook group. I will have some content that's women specific, but it's, somebody asked me today what age. I'm like, if you're, it's for adults primarily, and we are targeting the aging, any of those of us 50 and up, but you be any age and be a participant. You start to adapt these habits as a lifestyle experience. You're going to just age really well, because that is what they found when they look at the centurions and the blue zones of the world, that people are living long and staying healthy as they live. And so whether your goal, I said in my previous big announcement broadcast, the average lifespan in the United States is like 76. I'm 10 years. That's like 10 more Christmases. Do I want to live longer than that? Yes. I want to see what my little grandchildren look like as adults. I want to be a part of their lives. I want to be active and enjoying this planet. And yet the health span of the average individual in the United States is only 65 years. So what that means is, if you're a part of the average, you'll die at 76, and your last 10 years will be horrible, because you'll have conditions. You can avoid all that. So I'd like to live into my 90s. My dad, he was pretty much a mess, and he lived to 90. My mother had heart failure at age 79 and lived to 87 thanks to a pacemaker. But I'd like to live healthy into my 90s. What about you? Any goals that way? You've got to think about these things. You've got choices, so let me help you with them. Let's all age better together. Let's make a difference in the world, and invite people to get involved here. We'd love to support your friends and loved ones too. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for supporting us with your purchases and keeping us in business and believing in what we do. My whole team thanks you.